And of course, guys, thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you guys for being a part of today's stream. Shout outs to you guys for being here and supporting the channel, man. Spaced out? How does this work? Wait, hold up. Iron core? It doesn't give me a custom planet? Wait a second. Let me read the mod really quick. The mod adds an iron core trait. Huh. This is called the Solar Systems mod. Is it different on Classic? Here it is. So I have to play on the Classic map. Earth, Moon, Ganymede, the Titan planet, superconductive. Okay. All right, not bad. So we have to play Classic Start. It gives you molten iron in the core, yes. That is one of the mods, Iron Core. So you finished the 69 run, nice, yes. Somehow Mocha was going to be the one designated because she had the highest morale. And then someone snuck around and stole it from her. So Mocha was supposed to be the one getting to 69 and then she got robbed. Someone else came by and stole it. It'd be like that sometimes. Got robbed, man. 69 is over. Yeah. So we did the run. All we had to do was get to 69. We could try to speed it up and try to get it under 100 cycles. I feel like we can. I feel like that is a possibility. So there's no Earth planet on Spaced Out. The lab is by itself. Okay. So we have to play Classic Start. Play on the Earth planet. Okay. So it seems like they try to not give me traits for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, boys, let's get it in. D20. Roll a 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. There's oil on the moon. Okay, man, that seems legit. There's oil on the moon. Okay, man. The Titan planet. Metal pore. Okay. Subsurface ocean on this guy. We got all the story traits. Alright, let's get it in. That means there was once dinosaurs on the moon. It's so weird to think about that, man. There's dinosaurs on the moon. I feel it's so weird to make that connection. Alright, alright. It's from the whales. Dinosaurs on the moon seem legit. I prefer to think that there are dinosaurs in the moon. I see you guys over there. Alright, let's get the triple interest. There we go. And then we get to do this. Our first guy is going to be a researcher. He is researching rocketry. And then we're going to give this guy a suit wearing. Oh, look at that. Starry-eyed. Bonus loves of being in space. No, cheese dinosaurs on the moon, since it's made of cheese. I see Envy Hank. I see you over there. That's why there's whalers on the moon. They carry their harpoons. Is that from the... So where does the concept of space whales come from? I feel like that's somewhat of a popular idea. Is that a thing? Space whales? I don't want Starry Eyed. That's from Futurama? Is that from Futurama? Really? Jules Verne? I don't know who that is. So the thing with that is that I believe there was a game called Before We Go, where one of the things that you're trying to fight against is a space whale, and it will eat part of your planet. That's I was like, okay, that's what that is, right? Apparently not. That's something else. Alright, I'm gonna give this guy Night Owl. And then we're gonna give him... We will make him... Kitchen Menace. That's pretty good. He could binge eat, that's fine. My man Steve. Mechatronics. Build, operate, supply. Nice. I don't want 2 Night Owls. We'll give this guy a little bit of buffness. And then we'll give this guy irritable bowels. Ugly cry, sure. And then he's a yodeler, sure. Oh, it's a French writer, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Ah. There was one whale that was in space for a short time, accompanied by a bull. Is that from a book, Zero Dragon? A whale in space sounds really weird. Not again. Ah, Philipsta knows. Zero Dragon's coming in with the memes. This guy's gonna be digging. We'll probably have to give him tiding. And then the last thing is probably gonna be something weird. Probably give him something like suit wearing. We're gonna need a rancher. Ah, that's from Hitchhiker's Guide. Ah, don't panic, they get it. Star Trek did a whole movie on that. Moget's getting in early. I see. Had to go back in time. I see you guys over there. I feel like I need to like watch that, read those. Feels bad. All right, let's give this guy his skills though. We'll give this guy Duress to Impress, and then his other skill is going to be. Yeah, we'll give him Yokel. Yokel's fine. Ugly Cry, we want to change that. We'll do Banshee. And then we got Balloon Artist, that's fine. Yeah, Star Trek 5, the one with the whales. Wait, what? That sounds like a How I Met Your Mother movie. I mean, episode. That sounds like the name of a... Oh, man. Yeah, Mad Life gets first, though. Alpine Kitty, welcome in. I see you over there. Solar Mamba. We're in, boys. Let's get it in. Oh, what the hell is this? Dude, what does this start? Dude, everything is dirt. What the hell is that? We got oil, dude. Yo, this is so weird. Oh, the water's spilling. We got a fish. Wait a second. This is a background. Hey, Zero Dragon. Coming in with the prime. Thanks so much for the 11 months on that 11-month streak. I see you over there. Welcome back to the city. Hope you enjoy your stay. Enjoy the email T20 Days ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub patch. Appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Zero Dragon. They killed all the whales, so they had to go back in time and bring one to the future because space whales are going to kill the planet. What a weird concept. That's weird. Interesting. Earth has an atmosphere. That's true. I guess I see that. Looks like oxygen. Yeah. Yep. That makes sense. But this was Oh, that was all sperm was. Interesting. That was in 4. I see it, guys. I feel lied to. Does that mean the exterior is habitable? I don't know how this works. Because we have a lot of oxygen, the water's spilling. We're going to use a strat called geolocation. So the stop of the map is here. So we're on the top of the map. This is actually not that big for a classic sized map. This is not that big for a classic sized map. So the thing is that we have oxygen on the outside. We have a lot of dirt. Okay, we have Atmos suits here. This is weird. I don't know what I need to do. We have bathrooms? Right? This is so weird. We have lockers here that I feel like I need to rummage. There's a clock. We got the 3 beds. It pumps oxygen from our room into the suits. This is so weird. What is this? There's nothing in here. This pumps water into the toilets. The output water comes out here. And then there's a pipeline here. Wait, bristle blossoms don't even eat pea water. What is this? This is clean water. Yeah, this is a dirty water pipe. What the hell? So we could actually take this directly to the sieve, and I guess they wanted us to actually filter and put it back here. A little bit of mealwood. This is wild mealwood. Oh, we need power. Oh, dude, okay. Dude, this is weird. I think the first thing we do is we cut the line to the doors, because I don't think we need that. And then this is igneous. Oh, this is steel? Okay, so this is going to protect us from the meteors. I'm assuming. This is really weird. Yeah, there's a gen in the bathroom. The funny thing is that I don't know if this is a room. There's nutrient bars on the ground. We get Atmos suits immediately. 500 kilograms of dirt on the floor. The background tiles are igneous rocks. We have a tree. Dude, this is really, really weird. Entombed. Okay, so I have no idea what we're supposed to do. The temperature is really wild already from the get-go. With the amount of mass we have up top, I think we bully all of this, and this cools down. Alright, so let's get this started. First things first, we'll leave this like that. Bomb 1 of the hours. Priorities. Bubbles is going to be here. Alright. So we're going to do life support plus toggling plus doctoring negative. Rocketry not allowed. No cooking, decorating, researching. No ranching. Researcher. Rocketry. Everything else is alright. We'll do operating to self-run the wheel. Build supply. Digging, tidying. Oh, man. Yeah, that should be alright. This is wild. So this is not enough food, actually, for us to live. We don't start with tech, it doesn't look like. So we have to open this up, and we have to open that up, right? We don't have to this is 500 kilograms. Yo, why is this so much dirt? Each one of these is 500 kilograms. That's 5 tons of dirt. Even if I dig that, it's 2.5 tons. Jeez. Algae's at 2K as well. Oxalite is at 100,000. Gee, dude, you guys see this? I'm never gonna run out of oxygen, actually. The oxidolite is at 1,000 kilograms. Alright, this is wild, man. I have no idea. Okay, we're gonna learn, boys. We're gonna learn together. Dude, our planet, man. Alright. We're actually dead center. We could charge the battery when it's entombed. It's Moki. Please, if we keep it in English. There we go. Thank you, thank you. Dude, I don't know if we have space. That's a great question. I really don't know. That's a great question. Another thing is that we have no way to deal with CO2. So oxalite. I have no metals. I have to go outside. Is this supposed to simulate the ocean? How come I can't? Oh, there's no oxygen. Okay. How bad would that be? Should I wait? That's probably not worth it, right? So let's just disable this. Let me know if you're looking for something specific, Moki. Can you imagine we'll be able to just vent the gas into space? Dude, that would suck. Dude, this keeps going up. Makes me think it's like a big pool or something leaking out. Alright, we got fish here. They're probably going to become we got our first geyser. Iron volcano. Seems legit. Oh yeah, we could do this trick, right? We get an iron volcano, oil reservoir, salt water, and then 9 unknowns. Alright, man. Oh, we have no minerals. Oh, wow. We have literally nothing. I just realized that. We literally have nothing. I can't build ladders. Oh yeah, we gotta give out the dupes. We got Mocha in. We got Mad Life. Yeah, dude, the lag of oxygen here is kind of tough. How do I want to do this? I feel like I should have this open. I feel like I should have that open. There's so much dirt, dude. This is just so much dirt. So we could just grab the algae, right? From right here. And then, bam. Get some oxygen. It's gonna be nice. Dude, Mucka coming in with the raid! Thanks for the raid, Mr. Mucka. I see you over there. Holy heck. Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much. How was the streams, Mr. Mucka? How are you? Hello, hello. Shoutouts to Mr. Mucka. Playing some Oni, nice. How was the oxygen not included? I saw you getting Skylines too, dude. Hopefully you're enjoying that as well. Hopefully your PC is able to hand it, man. Because it's pretty unoptimized. But how are you, man? Thanks so much for the raid. Thanks for bringing the community over. Share with others. If you guys don't know Mug, he does a lot of the same games. He's playing a lot of Oni, a lot of Skylines too. But of course, I believe they are streaming a lot earlier than I am. You know, time zones, right? But yeah, check them out. If you guys don't know Mucka, check them out. They're pretty cool, man. But yeah, a lot of the same games, a lot of overlap. So if you guys enjoy, and I'm not online, yo, man, check the man out. See what he's doing. But yo, appreciate it, man. Thank you, Mr. Mucka. How was the streams? Hopefully it was all well. Oh, are you gonna eat the acorns? Oh, that's rude. He might eat the... Oh, he ate one of them already. 0.87, huh? Feels bad. Alright, we'll do that. We'll pump. Should be all fine. It's Macca. It's not Mucka. Feels bad. I've been saying his name wrong for the longest time. Oh, this is cold, dude. What the hell? Alright, second geyser. Salt water. This is the hot salt water. I can't really go that side. Okay, so the question is... Oh, you don't need water for this. All we need is light. Okay. We'll go this way. We could grab that, and I'm gonna do... strat like this. I need to just explore. Dude, we got nothing. Dude, we got nothing. Dude, it's all freaking hot. I can't go this way. It's too hot for me to really manage. Alright, we got a geyser here at least. Salt water again. Okay. So salt water here, iron volcano. Dude, this is so weird. Because it's just a lot of dirt. Is this gonna be done? Dude, I feel like this is gonna be Earth's mantle, right? Go ahead, Omekior. Go ahead. Yeah, it's like Earth. So we have ocean water, salt water, and then we're gonna have dirt and sand, and then we're gonna have oil deposits. How much lux does it have on the surface during the day? It depends on your planet. So in my planet, we have 80,000 lux. Jesus Christ. Oh, there's no light. Oh, it's nighttime. I have to wait for it to be daytime. Do we get light here? I actually don't know. Yeah, there's no meteor shower here. I want to see if we get light. Now the thing is that the oxygen looks like it's going down very, very slowly, but very, very steady. Wait a second, there's no light. Something weird's going on, boys. Something weird's going on. There's no light at the moment, even though it's daytime. Someone's lying to me, man. Alright, so we can't go down here. Now, the thing is that the heat transfer should average out, and this should cool down. I should be able to go into it. Second thing is that maybe the strategy is that we want to mine everything, bring it inside, so that once we need it, it's not already hot. And then we could go down to the right side as well. I guess I could do this, just to get a little bit of vision. And then we need to make a sieve here, probably. Now, I don't have enough space. Hold up. I have no food. Hold up. I have no food. Oh, and I don't have a food box. Oh, man. Yeah, we have 800 kcals of nutrient bars, but then after that, we're not gonna have food. Oh, what do we have here? Are we looking for this room? Oh, look at that. Hot This is so weird. The plant is -12. The area is 40. And then the water is at 20. This is weird. Oh, what's this? Hold up. Is this a hint? Is this a hint? Am I supposed to go up? Is this an up arrow? Is this a hint? Is this a crop circle? Dude, what's happening, man? We have a building. Dude, I need to see what's on the side. I don't want to mine through this because it's cold. What's up with the hot dirt, though? And then I don't know if I should actually leave this way. Okay, so we can't go to the left. Realistically, while we can, it's not wise. If I do the strat, I could go out to here. There's actually a good amount of space for me to check out. If I go out this way, it stops right here. This is hot. I don't want to go that way. But it set me up to go to the left. Makes me think I should go to the left. But then I'm starting to see, you know, the tiles here. There's nothing on mouse over behind the dirt. So it doesn't look like there's like a building there. And then I see this. Random automation cables. Chlorine gas. This is 30, 40 degrees. Huh. So while it's attached, it's not really doing anything. We could get the Atmos suits. That is true. We could get the Atmos suits. We could get the Atmos suits. This is taking forever to charge, though. I don't want to dig here. I feel like we need to go through. Alright. I think I'm gonna do this. I think that's a smart move. But I need better doors. Alright, so door tech is here. Alright, that's kind of awkward to be my first tech. Door tech? But I need to see what's on this side, you know? So we gotta go under this, so, you know, we gotta go out with a pattern. We got one bubble of water. Dude, what the hell? A canister of CO2? This is... what? I'm so confused. Okay, we got the automation trap here. Okay, seems legit. Let's go into this pocket. Just check it out. Oh, this is a heat vein. Oh, the random sleet wheat? Dude, 1869 kilograms of CO2. Hey guys, just joined. Is this a new map? Came with an update or something, or a mod? Yeah, we're playing a modded map. This is the new modded playthrough that I wanted to do, because we just finished the 69 morale run. So we got to 69 morale on a single dupe by cycle 144. We could probably speed that up though. No, this is a custom planet. This is Earth. So we're playing on what's called the solar systems map that's based off of our solar system on real life. So technically, I don't know how to describe this. So this is basically the ground level where we live at. This is the ocean. And I guess this is the Earth, and then I guess these are oil pockets. They're trying to simulate like that. So yeah, it's a modded playthrough. It's a little bit weird. You could find it on the Steam Workshop though. It's just called Solar Systems. It's a new version of Terraria, basically, more or less. So this doesn't really do anything. I don't really need to open this, I don't think. Yeah, oxygen is included from day one. Oh, Flynn, don't spoil it for me. Come on, man. This is my first time playing it. You gotta stop, man. No spoilers. No, it's not. I read the mod page. It doesn't say that anymore. I was reading the mod page just before I downloaded it right now. But yeah, please, no spoilers if you guys know anything about it. Alright, I think we just need to go this way. I need to see what's on the right side. And then we're gonna get door tack. Alright, that's really weird. I wonder how hard it is. I heard it's really bad. And that you wouldn't really know until you give it a shot. And I heard that if you used to make modded maps in the vanilla game before DLC came out, it got a lot worse. This is from the mod makers themselves that say that. They say that it does not work well to be modded to make custom starts like this. And I hear from pretty much everyone that it's a tough time. It's both. You don't do one or the other. You have to do both. And the map seed modifier is not good to work with. So it's... yeah. It's tough times, man. So this is weird. It's hot as hell. It's cold as hell at the same time. This is 2 degrees. This is like a really weird map, dude. So right now what I'm trying to do is get a decent idea of how the map is designed. I don't like how this is all CO2, to be honest. How come it doesn't want to go down? I mean, I guess we have algae. We're at the top of the map. But this is the classic size planetoid, not the spaced out size. This is classic size. So it's actually pretty deep. Oh wow, this is the AETN. It's inside dirt. There's a bunch of seeds on the ground. Oh, this is about to wreck. 4% per cycle. Oof. Okay, we got some tiles there. We really don't have calories, man. This guy's flatulent. I can't take him. This guy's a doctor. I can't really take him. This guy's not bad, I suppose. Digging, farming. Alright, so it's just breathability here, right? Oh, we don't have the tech for that. Oh, we don't have the wheel runners for that. Let's do a priority on this. We do have the door. Okay, so the next thing we'll have to get is food. And then... I'll leave this open. But I am not gonna lie. They need to allow my CO2 to just continue to condense. Can we make it deeper so it goes down? Oh, we got a vending machine. We did it, boys. We got the vending machine. Get the data banks. Let's go. All right, so we have suits to go down. The problem is that I don't want to use the suits. Do you guys realize the problem we have with the suits? We can't repair it. So I feel like I should not use it until I need to. We can't repair the suit. We don't have reed fiber, let alone a suit forge. So I feel like we should hold on to this. Because if this was vanilla and the suits didn't break, that'd be fine. I don't think there's a way to change the suit sturdiness. It's either invincible or it breaks over time. Okay, we got a slime biome at the very least. A lot of slime lung. Dude, this is a box, man. What the hell is this? Yeah, man. If you guys see reed fiber, let me know. Oxyfern right there. It's not bad. Maybe a Dreco wouldn't be bad either. So it doesn't go down. So now that no one's here, does this push back for the oxygen? If this is a million years in the future, where are the Twinkies? You know, man, zombie apocalypse. That gets eaten first, dude. Maybe the suits don't break. No, we're playing with suit break on. We should be. I can't check that though, because I always play with suit break on. No, there's a durability on it. If there's a durability, it has to be repaired. Oh, this went back up because we breathed out. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, the CO2 pushes down into it. Okay. Yeah, we have 0 kcal. Alright, we'll go into this way. And then we'll do the enable auto harvest here. Alright, so the oxygen comes out, CO2 pushes down. Alright, we're on the farm tech next. Oil. Heat barrier. Yeah, we're gonna try to get these two right now. And once this opens up, the oxygen releases, CO2 comes down. There is no cannibalism in this game. You do not get anything from a dupe. So when the dupe dies, they literally just die. You don't get anything from that. Oh, it's a Paku. I could barely see him. Okay. You get 20% stress for 3 cycles. Oof. I see you over there, G. Trying to generate O2, which is not bad. Okay. So this leads me to think. We don't get meteors. That means I could remove the bunker tiles. Right? I have no meteors. So we have steel. Now another thing is that shouldn't I use the space above this? I feel like I should be using the space up here. instead of the space down here. Oh, man. Maybe that's what the pointy thing is for. It's pointing up. That's the thing. It's pointing up. All right, let's go up, boys. Let's go up. There's more oxygen above us than below us. So I'm hoping that's going to be fine. Alright, another thing we need is to start growing food soon. Oh man, I have no idea how this is going to work. This feels weird. Maybe it's giving you the finger. Dude, man. We're going to have to believe in the good of humanity. We have to believe in the good of humanity. Alright, so this is breathable now. Let's go out this way. Let's see what we have over here. Alright, so we know that the oxygen up top is slowly leaking out, so there's probably some opening at the top. We're gonna have to check it out. So here's the thing. We go at least here, and we can look at the biomes. We have space. And then it says Earth. What the hell is this? There's a space biome, there's an oil biome, and then there's Earth. What the hell is Earth, man? They gave me nothing. They literally gave me no information, man. Yeah, we're building a ladder to the moon. We're gonna talk to the space whales. Alright guys, give me 1 sec. I gotta get rid of my blanket. It's getting a little warm. Oh, I hit my desk and that shook the camera. My bad. Stairway to heaven? Nah, man, we don't do any walking. We only do climbing. We gotta grab supercomputer tech. Okay, so that is neutronium. This is warm, which is not bad. It makes me kind of want to go this side. Check it out. I kind of want to go this way. And then I want to go down this way. And I want to see what's over here. There's a pit. We probably don't want to kill him. And then, is there food anywhere else? Right here? I guess we could grab the nutrient bar. Watch this. And then there's another thing. We got the lockers right here. I should have did this. It's made out of neutronium. Okay. All I gotta say, this is a really weird map. Do the log entries say anything cool? They give you information about the background lore of what was happening to the duplicates. So if you want to figure out the lore, that would be what you want to do. Sometimes the log entries are just meh. Sometimes it's a good amount of information. But it could be something as like, oh man, Stinky stole my pen. That guy's a bastard. And just nothing. It's kind of random, to be honest. But you get stuff like that. Oh man, Stinky stole my pen again. I'm not a friend. I don't like that guy, man. Keeps taking my pens. Oh. What is this? Alright, boys. Looks like we have a ceiling. Oh, just wonder if they're different this mod? Oh, yeah. For the most part, I don't think there's a way for them to add entries like that to the game. Because I think the entries are all tied to the building. So if you just place the building, you just place a place for you to get entries, potentially. But I'm not sure how that works, to be honest. Alright, I might need to get a filter soon. We're gonna have to bop the Bristle Blossom right there. This right side... I wonder if the left side has a biome like this too. And the oil's in the center. I wonder what's beyond the oil, because this is really weird composition. Alright, so we went up, right? Ah, come on. He didn't actually build anything. Oh shit, what is this? Honestly don't know what that is. Alright, we will go with this design. That might explain why we didn't see Lux earlier. True? Is this water, man? There'll be water up here. Film was so great. Truman Show was streaming before streaming, dude. It was literally the guy live streamed without knowing that he went live. The first instance of a live streamer, dude. Alright, we're just gonna have a wait. We'll probably pick up the mealwood seeds, put them over to here, grow that. We have dirt, which is why I want to grow mealwood. We have so much dirt. I don't think we're ever gonna have to worry about it. Take the Pip. Pip's a cutie pie, so, you know. Be like that sometimes. 24/7 streamathon, yeah, man. You know what's funny, man? I like to think that... You guys remember in the Truman Show how they had, like, different people watching? I like to think that it's kind of like that with the Twitch chat viewers. I want to believe that, man. You got a guy that's always sitting in the bathtub, doesn't take a shower. He just sits in the tub. You could eat the Pip. Aw, starvation, boys. No, I don't want to eat the Pip. I don't want to use the water either. Alright. Where is food? Alright, right outside. Who's starving? My boy Steve. He's gonna be fine. We're gonna have to get some beds, man. Gotta reset, man. Gotta reset. Alright, hopefully we get to here. Hello? Nobody? Okay. My boy Steve, 700k counts. We're gonna try to get that meal lice on the side. Alright, no longer starving. Nice. Alright, let's bop this one. 70, 89, 23, 6. So we gotta bop the meal lice that we could regrow. So that's faster. Oh, we got some calories right here, not bad. We'll keep those two. 80, 87, 7. We'll bop this one. Dude, I don't like how there's no buried objects. That's the one thing about it. Like, at least give me the seeds, man. At least give me the seeds. What are you guys doing? I could also try to move the oxfern in. I see you, Waryum. How are you? Thank you for tuning in, man. How's the days? How is the Mondays? Hope you're doing all right. Hope you're staying warm. I don't know if you'll still be bumping that AC in the office anymore, man. Alright, alright. Gonna grow some plants right there. No one's starving. We got the calories. So I could use the micro musher to make dirt bars, and we have a lot of dirt. It's just I don't want to waste the water. That's what I'm worried about. We have a lot of water, though, is the thing. Alright. Once we're able to do that... Oh, come on. Let's do... We'll do that for now. Alright, so even though we have steel, there's no real use for it. And then right now we need to get food. So we gotta... although I want to go up top, and I want to stop the oxygen from leaking out, I know that I probably should get food first. Really relying on that right now. Outside of that, we could probably grab... I need a water sieve. And then, yep. We don't have space for the supercomputer. That's another thing that's kind of weird. Oh, another starvation. Alright, we might get this harvested in time. And then outside of that, we're waiting for some more mealwood to get ready. Once that's ready, we'll harvest. Balm lily is chilling. Pinch of pepper nuts. Oh, that's a mealwood plant. We'll be able to grab the seed. Oh, is this a stuck Paku? Oh, stuck Paku, the best. We could use the mesh tile strat to save them, but we're going to keep them stuck. Because technically, we don't want them eating our seeds. So that's actually good. To make a stew? I don't know, man. All I know is that we need to make sure this is 100%. Alright, 700k cows. I don't want to kill the pip, man. The pip's a cutie pie. 700k cows, though. Dude, what the hell is this? It's straight up iron. What the hell, dude? Just a fat vein of iron, okay. How's the temperature? It's grabbing more and more of the heat. But the temperature is going down. Oh, there we go, bristleberry. This guy's at 800, okay. He's eating the whole thing. None of the meal lice is growing, though. Alright. We gotta do this. Oh, the tree branches. This is a challenge map. This is a modded map. This map is called Solar Systems. And it's basically the solar system we have in real life. And guess what? We are on Earth. So it's a weird map. It looks weird. I know. But yeah, it's because we're doing that. Not all the planets are made. Not every planet is done. The mod is still in progress. But there is no... there are only like 4 planets. And I believe some of them, they're not even planets. They're large clusters, or things like that, that have a name, but they're not considered large enough to be considered a planet. We have some of those things as well. I just don't know how much of that is important. Can't use the... Oh. Can't use the radiation overlay to find a break in the sky? No, because radiation goes through solid. You're better off using light. But the thing with light is that it's all or nothing. So you either block all of the light or none of the light. The only things that allow light through are glass. The radiation goes through solid tiles. That's the thing. So technically, no. Lux is a better indicator for that. Glass in a lot of buildings. When we're talking about tiles that block light, typically we talk about solid tiles you could walk on. Yeah, that's actually what I'm doing, yeah. We're laddering up. We gotta find it, man. We gotta find out what's on top. Okay, didn't starve, nice. Alright, and we were starving again. What's going on, Shifty Fish? How are you? I see you over there. Dude, you get, like, no food on this playthrough, man. I don't want to eat the pips. Poke shells don't give you food. We're not getting mealwood fast enough. So if we survive this, though, we do good. Oh, no one's allowed to cook. That makes sense. So who's not doing anything? Steve and Mad Life. We will give it to Mad Life then. So 600 and 800. Alright, should be fine. Oh, I see you. Not really, though. I didn't really get it. I thought that was a reference to something. Feels bad. 3 people starving. Classic. And we don't have enough battery runners. Okay, that's even more of a classic. Classic power draw issues. Okay, so how do I want to do this? This takes a lot of power. And then we just have Ada left. We need to get some seeds. Okay, it's this one. That one's about to grow. That one's about to grow. This one is harvest ready. Let's do it. And then we'll take this. Alright, so everyone should have food now. 600 are going to grab the meal ice. And then another person starts starving, okay. Alright, once we get past this beginning, we have enough meal ice growing, we're going to be good. So we're just going to get 4 rows up. Once we do, we're going to be solid. We're going to bop those 2. We got the mealwood seed here. These are blossoms. That is mealwood we try to grab. Greetings, what's going on, V-Raw? How are you? Welcome on in, welcome on in. Hello, hello. We're playing on a modded map right now, and we are on planet Earth. Learning how the composition of the mantle was made. Oil's a lot closer than I expected. All good here, how it goes? Ooh, nice, yep. And now the thing is that the mod's still in progress. We don't have every planet yet. I think we only have 4 planets, but only one of them is the one we all know. It's Earth. The other planets have different names. And some of them aren't actually planets. And they're really just like, you know, the moon. It's technically not a planet, we consider. But, you know, we gotta be wary of it. What are you planning, dude? Oh, you planning the mealwood? Aw, get out of here, man. Why are you planting the mealwood? I was supposed to relocate that here. These pips, man, causing problems. It's fun to explore. It is. It'll be fun to explore. I'm a little bit curious right now, but I need to get past this calorie deficit that we have. So we need food. Let's do a couple more of these. Where's Mad Life? Oh, he's right here. Alright, we need Mocha to stop doing research, I think. Oh yeah, she can't even do the current one. Let's unclick that, because we need Mocha running. Rip Pluto, I know, right? It's easy to code, so why not? You know, we need time to do that. Sometimes it's not as easy as you would imagine. As you would need to work with the system. So you kind of have to learn the system. I need 5 mealwood per duplicate. So we need the first column, and then we'll be ready. So if we make the first mush bar, Mocha lives. And Mocha lives, nice. Oh, they planted an arbor seed right here, okay. Alright, the pips are causing some headaches right now. Not gonna lie. Not getting my seeds. Alright, we're making 2 for that. That should be okay. I could grab the bars right now. This is a vacuum. Okay, it's no effect then. Yeah, the pips are planning their own food. Oh, excellent. I'm taking that. Alright, we have calories now. Oh, let's go. We have calories. Let's go, let's go. Alright, so now we're just gonna bop these mealwood and relocate them. Okay, so that's how this looks like. Let's see, what do we got? Alright, we got a little bit of calories. We need to go back to the research. Missing research, yep. So we just got to get the supercomputer. I'll just put it out here, because I want to have a large battery out here. Oh, that's such pain. I don't want to power the doors. And then copy up top. Nice. Are gonna get that one dug up. Get some free copper. Let's go. Auto harvest is here. It's farm overlay. There we go. So I could see all the plants this way. Water wheat, sleet wheat. Wait a second. Oh, that is bristle blossom. Okay. Not too bad. Not too bad. Alright, so we should be good with that. Still got to build up the top. Who are my priority builders? Oh, it's just Steve. Bet Steve's not really able to do anything right now. So I do need to work on the top, and we're still stabilizing the food. So let's go to construction. Let's do the left side, and then after we're done, we'll do the right side. And then we'll have the other dudes help supply. Alright, so the heat's spreading, but I think it's spreading out so that it's not going to hurt us. Like, while it's hot, I don't think it's going to be too hot for us. Like, it's spreading out, but I think it's going to even out and average out. So we're going to work our way up to the top. We see that the neutronium edge is pretty wide, and we have a lot of space up here. There's a good chance we're just going to use this space instead of digging to the bottom. That's what it feels like, especially since I have a hot water geyser right here. I need a cold water geyser and I'd be set, but I would probably have to explore the Earth map still. But I think that's going to be our playstyle. I also need to create space. I need to mine this out, not because I want the 5k dirt, but more so that I'm going to need space. I need to put a sieve right here, right? We got to give him the skill. So Mocha the researcher. My boy Steve. We got Mad Life. And we got Ada. Mad Life was supposed to dig, correct? Ada is going to do... We're going to give her farming skill. Because we might want her to get ranching. Alright, once that's ready, it's going to be sweet. Up that to P7. This doesn't rot, so I could stay there. Alright, there's no more shapes like this, though. This looks eerily like a nose cone. Not gonna lie. It looks like the nose cone for the rocket. Alright, so the calories are decent right now. We're almost balanced on the food. We moved the mealwood that was... Okay, we got this one. And then we got these four. Alright, after this harvest, we'll relocate them. And then as of right now, we might want to go down this way. 60 degrees. It's kind of hot. We could also go to the right, left. Falling asleep. Tomorrow's a long day. Good luck, have fun with the map. Looks cool, but hot. Hot at heart. Yo, man, give it a shot, too. If you haven't checked it out, but have a good one, Mr. Flynn. Thank you for stopping by, and you'll rest well, rest easy. I need to find out where this opening is. Oh, you're on the seed project. Oh, man. Good luck, man. Good luck, good luck. May the RNG be with you. Alright, we got the research. Nice, nice. We don't get the lab, though, unfortunately, but this is fine. The only thing is the travel up the ladder is taking forever. I wonder if I could put a bin up here with sedimentary rock to speed up the builds. Like, I think that might help. So someone else could help him out with that. 5 more, so we have enough food for 3 dupes. Almost ready, almost ready. If we plant another mealwood, or if we get another mealwood seed, I could just bop these 4 and relocate them. We'll be fine. Alright, so we're going to move the sedimentary to here so that the guy supplying is going to have an easier time. Right? Because he's going all the way down, all the way up. Oh, that's so bad. Yo, man. You gotta work it out, though, man. You gotta work it out. Not everything's gonna be perfect. But you want to get it as close as you can. Alright, so here it's sedimentary rock. This one's at a P4, so we do the rocks first. That's fine. That way we should be able to supply a little bit faster. Right? Bam, 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 bam kind of idea. The only thing is that this is supplying. We gotta do the pattern because we want to see how far this goes. Alright, we could slow down on the research. Because effectively, like, do we really need that right now? I mean, we do, but it's like... I kind of want the labor to seal up the top. Right? The seeds are going to be there. Once we're farming, we're farming. This is going to grow as additional calories. We just need to get the mealwood. Yeah, we're just pulling from here and able to build. Oh, that drop. That would be the only thing that... Oh, there it is. I need to reach that, boys. I need to reach that. Alright, we're going to go to the left side instead of the right side. And then we're going to look for other tiles too. There's probably going to be more tiles like that we have to seal up. You know what that is, boys? That is a crack in the ozone layer. That's what happens when there's pollution in the world, man. The ozone layer gets deteriorated by the greenhouse gases. And I'm just saying buzzwords that I don't know what they mean. Yeah, man, greenhouse gases. Yep. Seems legit. Is that more mealwood? No, it's not. Okay. Puck fillets. Yeah, man, we gotta add some tiles in the right spots. That's what we gotta do. That's what we gotta do. We gotta find all the cracks, seal it with some flex seal, boys. Order now, get a second order for free. Y'all know about the flex tape? Y'all know about the flex tape? Don't know if y'all know about the flex tape. Alright, if there's no exposure there, we're just gonna stop that and keep going this way. Alright, there is a harvest here, though. And then, yeah. We're all topped off. We just need to get some more mealwood seeds. Oh! How come this never got uprooted, man? What's going on here? Climbing up, it's a lot better to have it connected. The horizontal ones, while it is also better for you to do, I didn't want to have to build multiple ladders, so I just skipped that instead. Now, the thing is that it should be the same speed. Okay, so this doesn't matter. regardless of which one you do. But for me, it just feels like it going up and down is more beneficial. You should have a connected ladder, though. It's going to be faster than doing the hop, skip, and a jump constantly. Ooh, okay, so we might not have to go up top. We might just want to keep going. And then we just have to seal this up. But to me, it feels like climbing up and down is faster when it's connected versus the left and right when it's connected. Oh, they're giving me excellent fruits, man. They know. Right when I'm low on calories, give me some free food. Alright, I'm not even mad then. Oh, you just picked up the Paku filet. Let's go. And you didn't eat it? Come on, Noka. You got some sashimi. It might have been out of the fridge for a while, but safe to eat. You gotta eat your sashimi, yo. Alright, so we have for 88, 87. Yeah, it's close. So we're just gonna remove these once we're ready. It looks like we got one seed, which is kind of nice. Alright, so we will go up that way as the priority route. Okay, so let's zoom. So this is the bottom neutronium right here. That means from here to here, we have 1, 2.5. So, yeah. I'm probably going to have a magma core and an iron core. That's what I'm imagining. Since they did add that as one of the modifiers for the traits, I'm going to assume that we're going to get iron core on this map. Alright, man, we're almost done. Come on. No other meal lice anywhere, I don't think. Oh, we got another plant. Nice. Dude, we're doing good. Let's go, let's go. 3 more. Get a seed from this. Oh, we did! Yo! 50% of the time, we get them every time. And we get the seal. Ah, yes. Doesn't go down anymore. Alright, it looks like there's a hole on the left and there's a hole on the right. There's more holes in the ozone layer. It's very unfortunate. Zubinator, what's good? I see you over there, man. Hello, hello. How are you? More mealwood. Alright, so Operation Seal the Sky is going to be our immediate goal. That's going to be our immediate goal. For the most part, there shouldn't be any reason to go to either or. Prioritizing either side should be fine. Let me get a seed. Oh, let's go. Oh, and that's all of it. All right, we should have enough food now. Indefinitely. We should have enough food now, boys. Let's go. All right, we can keep everything wild then. That means... yeah, we'll leave everyone just doing the labor up top. Because I do want to do this earlier than later. Because I am draining oxygen. I think it's 10 grams every second. I believe. It's either 10 or 100. That's what it feels like. And I believe that is on a 1-digit increment lower than water. Well, how did you hollow out the colony in only 13 cycles? Dude, man. I got this overproductive, overjoyed reaction, and then the guy just went ham. Started teleporting like Nightcrawler and just wiped out the entire map. At the same time, we also got oxygen. I'm kind of impressed. Believe it or not, we also did the steel speed run on the same run right now, and we got steel. So it's pretty good, man. We got the insane run going on. We got like 5 world records broken with this. We're in, boys. I'm just kidding, man. None of that is real. This is a modded map. So Starks, we're playing on the modded map known as the Solar Systems. And what does Solar Systems mean? You start on planet Earth. That's why the map's a little weird. The Earth is the cradle of humanity. It is where the distant ancestors of the duplicants lived. They should have a little trouble finding their place here. But yeah, we're on a weird map that's modded. So, I want to believe this is the depiction of an ozone layer that's holding in all the oxygen. This is the sky. This is a mountain. This is our mountain base. This is the ocean. Under the ocean is where the dinosaurs died. That's where all the oil is. And then we're probably going to have a, magma core. It's basically Earth and the layers of Earth. So right now there's a crack in the ozone layer like this, draining the oxygen. So I'm just trying to seal that up right now. I just got enough food. So likeliness is we're going to do another 5, and we're going to try to get another dupe. As long as we have the calories. But yeah, that's what we're doing at the moment. Exploring the map, want to make sure we're stabilized. And then once we get the food and the oxygen seal, we could actually use the top half of the map right here as building space. Because I don't need to hollow anything out. And then we could actually try to seal the bottom where the Earth is through the suits. Because technically there's a water geyser right here and the ocean. So we actually have a lot of water already. Oil is at our fingertips. We have a couple of Pakus, so we might want to ranch that. Ooh, already got 2 right there. Alright, there's no break here. That's a little odd. I know there's a break here. You can see the gas going down. There's got to be a leak somewhere. So which vault number is this? Vault number 69. We just got through the 69 morale speedrun. So it's only fitting that this is the vault number 69. That makes sense, right? We did the vaults. I mean, we did the vaults. We did the 69 morale speedrun just right now. And we did it in 144 cycles to get 1 dupe to at least 69 morale. So since we just wrapped that up, it makes sense that this would be Vault 69. This small little vault right here. We broke the rules though. We went through the back door instead of the front door. Alright, so I need to do this to prioritize the left side due to the fact that we found a crack. And we got to do this there. Just to make sure the oxygen doesn't leak out. Alright, so we're not researching so that everyone's working on the ladders. The amount of labor I need for this is insane just due to the minerals and traveling up and down constantly. So I want to make sure we have everyone working on this. It's going to take a long time otherwise. He reached 70 for 5 seconds though. Yeah, man. A little bit too much. Sometimes you don't get donuts, man. They give you the extra glazed donut. Be like that sometimes. Be like that sometimes. Vault 69 was 1 guy and 1,000 women. Oh yeah, didn't he die? Didn't he die because the woman got jealous? And then eventually someone got so jealous that they killed him? And then because they had no other guys in the vault, they all just died eventually? I remember reading about that. The different vault memes. Didn't they also do the opposite? It was 1 guy, I mean 1 girl and 1,000 guys in another vault. I remember reading that the vaults were like really, really weird experiments. Alright, this comes down. So that means we probably go up and then we continue to the left at the base. We still don't find the opening here, which is kind of weird. Feels bad, man. I don't want to go this side anymore, but I feel like there is an opening on this side. You see the gas keep going down? I want to say that's not from the dupes breathing. I want to say it's from there's an opening up top. My favorite one was a vault where a bunch of guys were named Gary. Is that why we have Gary's mod? Is that why we have Gary's mod? That'd be funny, dude. That's why we have Gary's mod, boys. Ah, Vault 68. They all killed each other over the one girl. Yeah. Both social experiments went really, really bad. Effectively. Alright, we gotta keep going this way. Yeah, there's a lot of those weird vaults, man. I feel like someone saw it as an opportunity. We should do some experiments. We're waiting anyways. P9, dude, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got the bin. So far, so good, though. We're looking great. And then I think we're probably going to want to build a spawn. Probably get up to the saltwater geyser right here. If you guys didn't know, this is a hot saltwater geyser. We're going to use that as a water source for the oxygen, most likely. Because now we have calories, I'm probably going to take a dupe. Ooh, bottomless stomach. That kind of sucks. But you're a cook operator. This is like the worst. There's no coal on the map. But I want some labor right now. We could grab this guy. Can't cook, doesn't do the medicine, but he's fine. Yeah, I don't think any of the Vault Tech experiments were good. They were all weird, man, right? Oh, all the experiments were done for the Vault Corp, Vault Tech. Knew the war was coming and planned a bunch of experiments. Oof, you hate to see that kind of thing happen, man. All right, so Travado is rocketry researching. So you literally are a dude. This is basically the same thing as Mocha. Rocketry researching. Can't cook though, feels bad. Has mole hands. Doesn't do the medicine. Vault-Tec was prepping for a flight to another star. They wanted to see all the ways it could go wrong. Oh. That sounds like a recipe for disaster if I've ever seen one. Alright, so I think I want to start trimming this. I think it makes sense that we would start trimming this. Like, I don't know what this landmass would be useful for. We'll trim that at the top. Just because we're a little bit bored. Dude. In before there's no opening on the right side. It's fluctuating up and down, but staying at the right, like, pressure level. Oh, this is at 900. There's openings on the left side. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if this is stable, there's a good chance this right side is fine, and that the opening is on the left side right here. I think it's very likely that's the case. It's P7 this side. We'll only do the other side if, you know, we're bored. Alright, so the upside is we have a lot of wood. We're harvesting the wood. We could use a wood burner, generate CO2 if we want to. At the same time, we could also process that into ethanol. Use petroleum generators. Sounds very American. Use that petroleum power. That might be the play, to be honest. Wouldn't really mind it. We also get no meteors on here, which is kind of nice. But the fact that this is thinning out, man, I'm a little bit worried. That sounds like a bad idea. Like, come on, man. I feel like a lot of these experiments were done because they were bored. Because I feel like it would have been pretty clear what would have happened. And be real, man. I felt like someone was just kind of bored. Yep, this side's done. Alright, so there's no opening here. We'll just build that ladder. And then whatever happens, happens. And then we're just going to focus on the left side. We need to find the opening because we are losing a lot of gas. So we will have to open this up to start launching rockets. How far above do we have? So the map ceiling is here. And it's about 30 tiles from the very top of the ozone layer. So I probably have to use this space for like hydrogen rocket. This would probably be okay for CO2. Rad bolt on this side, most likely. Toilet is out of order. Oh, I need to get a sieve soon. Sieve needed to be rotated. Sieve did not have to be rotated. I keep thinking wrong. There we go. It was Kate. Spelled slightly differently. How is the oxygen thinning out, but then I feel like it's not getting that lower? Kate, right? I was close. There it is. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. It really do be like that, though, sometimes. Alright, so we're going to start researching. I'm going to get Spawn Tech, and that's going to be the next thing we'll work on. I probably need to get some refined metals, too. I probably should work on that first while we're waiting for the labor. Calories should be fine. Since we sealed this up and it's cold up top, I'm actually pretty good. We're away from all the heat. Looks like we're going to be living in the sky, boys. Living in the sky. We should build a castle in the sky, then. Y'all remember that song? Guys. Dude, I saw the most... I saw the most trippiest thing yesterday, man. The most trippiest thing. Have you guys... Does anyone here watch comics? Read comics? You guys know about the comic book superheroes. There's Marvel, DC. Y'all know about that. You got Superman, Flash, X-Men. You guys know all that, right? So, dude, there was a story that I basically was listening to as background noise. And it was about this guy called Kang the Conqueror. He's apparently a superhero villain. And yeah, it goes into his story. And it was dude, it was insane. Like, so basically his supervillain superpower is that he has time manipulation. He literally controls time for himself, in a sense that once he found how to control time, he was not killable anymore. Because since he started jumping timelines, after he started finding the time control thing, he started creating multiple timelines. And as a result, if they killed him, he would come in from another timeline. And of the Loki series and Quantumania is about Kang. Dude, the idea and how everything and how his comic book story took place was so mind-boggling that I was like, I kind of understand how time paradox works now. And dude, it was insane. So what happens is that this guy's name is Kang, right? And he's a superhero villain. He's notable in like Fantastic Four. right, as one of the bad guys. And what he'll do is he'll just pop in out of nowhere. He'll do some crazy thing, and then, you know, the heroes have to stop him, right? So what he wants to do is conquer the world. Not only that, he wants to conquer the universe. So what he does is so to lay it all down, he's human. He's nothing special. He is not anywhere capable as Superman, like even Daredevil. If he had to fight him one-on-one potentially, if it's just combat like that, he probably wins because he has the super enhanced senses and stuff. Like, Kang is just a human, but his ability is that he has the ability to jump into the time stream and do anything he wants. So one of the first things he did was he went to the future. No, he was from the future, actually. He was from the 30th century. So that's like 1,000 years in the future from now. Or something like that. I'm not 100% sure with the math, but yeah. So he's from the future, so he brought back all the crazy futuristic technology with the weaponry and went back in time. And his idea was, I'm going to take the future tech and I'm going to go back in time, and then I'm going to live like a king. So in that time period, what he learns is that the first time of civilization was around Egyptian times. So guess what? He brings some technology, goes back to the Egyptian times, and becomes a pharaoh. He gets so powerful that he starts conquering Egypt, and he basically owns Egypt. And he is basically like the pharaoh, has control of all of Egypt. And at the time, it was considered, you know, the cradle of civilization. So the thing is that happens, and he lives this timeline. But then, because he lives that timeline, it alters history. And then someone from sometime a little bit ahead realizes that history is not going correct, and they go back in time to stop him. So another group of heroes, the Fantastic Four in this case, they go back in time and they fight him while he's pharaoh. And then the crazy thing is that they beat him, and then he runs away because he doesn't want to die, just want to continue time traveling. And he goes back to his timeline, but instead of going directly back, he starts jumping around. Now, he does a lot of this stuff, basically. He keeps trying to become, you know, the conqueror. Keeps jumping through timelines and different times of the same timeline so that he could find a timeline for himself. So, at some point, he does all this crazy stuff, right? He realizes that he is learning from his mistakes, but since he's already made mistakes, he can't go back and redo them because that part of his life is already done. So guess what he does? He tries to go back in time and finds himself before he gets the ability to control time. So he goes back in time, finds his kid self, and mentors himself. His idea is he's going to go back in time, teach his kid self all the lessons of his future self, and he would jump time with the little kid together and watch the version of him in that timeline lose so that he could accumulate the lessons from that loss without actually losing, so that it would create a new timeline where he's a winner from the start. That's what he wanted. So the crazy thing with that is that while doing all that, while learning all the lessons, right, his kid self is learning the ways to become a conqueror. He comes from the same timeline, right, with the technology, so all of that's like natural for him. But then it's like, you know, he has to get his body to shape so that he could actually fight, and then he's got to get into hone his senses, sharpen his things, learn the lessons, learning about trust, things like that. And you know, it was nice. Now at this point, they go through all the lessons with the superheroes. He also talks about his love life and how he lost the love of his life. But that was like a really bad part where he was kind of like, he talked about it, said the name of his ex-girl, and then he just starts crying and starts drinking and then doesn't really do anything. So he witnesses that and he's kind of like, dude, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? So, eventually he's on one of his final tests. And one of his final tests is they go back to the start of civilization. So there's dinosaurs and everything. And he's like, all right, man, I've taught you enough. I'm going to leave you here for a year. And then after a year, a meteor is going to come down and wipe out all the life here, all the dinosaurs and all that. So you're going to live here. You're going to get stronger by fighting dinosaurs. And then afterwards, you're just going to time travel out of there. I'll be here to pick you up if you need me, but you're going to survive on your own. Like, that's basically his first test. And of course, Zaki coming in with a tier 1. Thanks so much for the 2 months. Enjoy the emo D20 that's ad free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. Appreciate the support, man. Thank you so much. So during this time, he meets a random girl and she's fighting like a saber-toothed tiger. Right? She's dressed up very primitively. Apparently there was life on the planet already outside of the dinosaurs. So they were doing, so he helps her. And of course, you know, she gets saved and then, you know, they talk. Apparently, he understands the language because the guy, his older self, gave him a technology chip that understands every language that's ever existed. So he's that far in the future where he could just speak every language, right? So that's how they communicate. So after that, they bring him back to the tribe. Crazy thing is that this girl he meets has the same name of the girl that his adult self was crying about, and it was his ex-girl's name. So he was like, okay, doesn't really mean much, but sure. So, you know, they go back to her village, and then, you know, they meet the village, they dance, they celebrate the kill. He becomes, like, indoctrined as a warrior. The elder knows about him. He's like, yeah, man, it was rumored that you were going to come here. Like, we know about you. And he was like, you're supposed to be a great warrior. And he's like, yeah, man, I killed this guy first try. And he's like, yep, that's you then. And then he does all this, he's happy. And, you know, he's like, dude, we could time travel, dude. Let's just save everyone here. And his adult self looks at him and he's like, are you stupid? And he starts lecturing him like, dude, you can't do this. You can't mess with the time stream like this. Like, you don't understand the repercussions. He is infatuated with the girl and he just wants to save everyone. At that point, he gets mad, and while they were sleeping, he steals his adult self suit of armor that allows him to time travel. And he leaves him by himself. He's like, I'm just going to leave him there and he's going to die. Didn't know that his adult self had a spare suit, and then after he left, the adult left. Now, the kid couldn't bring everyone with him. He just wanted his adult self to die. Because he was like, I just don't want to deal with that timeline anymore. And then he leaves. So when he leaves, he goes back to the timeline of the ancient pharaoh, where his adult self becomes the pharaoh with the technology. So he's like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I've seen this already. And lo and behold, the first thing he sees is a girl. And that girl's name is the same name as the adult self's ex-girl. So at this point, he's like, what the hell? I just jumped 10,000 years from dinosaurs to Egypt, and you're here. Like, this is not supposed to happen. So he doesn't question it. And then they start fighting, and everything's the same as before. And then they end up having sex. Like, that was his first time. And then it's like, dude, he loves her. At this point, he knows what's going to happen. His older self is going to become pharaoh, and then she becomes brainwashed by him. So then he goes, okay, I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to fight my older self. And then it's like, no, he loses. And then there's another time where he's like, okay, I am going to stop myself because I know the Fantastic Four is here. And then after he leaves, we could be together. And then all I have to do is stop my older self from brainwashing her. And then it's like, all he has to do is convince her to do certain things. So that happens. His pharaoh older self gets chased away at Fantastic Four arrives. And then another villain comes in. His name is Apocalypse. Wipes out all of Egypt, and then everyone gets destroyed, all that. And, you know, his idea, you know, basically he loses his girl. And then from there, he's like, all right, you know what? I'll just jump back even further back in time and, you know, we'll stop him. And then this is where this weird thing starts to happen. He starts following himself based off of the old information that he saw happen with his own eyes, based off of the time stream that he's been jumping around with the adult self. And then he's like, you know what I'll do? I will stop my adult self by going back to this incident, and I'm going to sneak onto the ship. And I'm going to be allowed on because I'm him. Like the biological signature is exactly the same. So like any face scan, fingerprint scan is gonna let him in. So, you know, he boards the ship. Guess what? His adult self plans this all out. He's like, yeah, I knew you were gonna do that. I knew you were gonna do this. I knew you were gonna do that. And they have this thing where he's like, you fell in love. He's like, yes. He's like, that's why you're weak. And he doesn't understand the lesson. So what ends up happening is that they get in a fight, and then the heroes, you know, show up, and then they have to leave, so they go. And they work together again, but then the little kid betrays him and shoots his adult self. Cold blood murder. Bam, bam. And then now he's like, he understands. He's like, wow, that's the first time I've ever felt like a conqueror. And he says that himself. And then the last words of his adult self that taught him everything was, long live Kang. And he was referencing himself and his other clones of himself. And the thing with that was that you basically start following along him as he goes through the timelines to, you know, find certain things. And then every time he does, he finds this girl with that name. And it's always ends up being her. It's always about her. And then at this point, they always die, and he's not understanding why. Like, something happened, she gets killed. Now the thing is that he's run into so many different girls with the same name, but it's always that same name. And he's like, I know it's you. I could see your soul now. I could like understand it's you. Start saying crazy stuff like that, right? I want to believe that he understands, but who really knows? And then what ends up happening is that after one of the times she gets killed, he snaps, and he just goes full conqueror mode. He's like, yeah, you told me to never fall in love, but then he was like, because I never experienced it, I never had a choice to choose whether I could fall in love or not. And he was like, because of that, you know what? I'll do what you always wanted me to do. I'll conquer the universe. So he does just that. He starts from a certain timeline where all of the like prevalent superheroes are gone. And then he starts conquering the entire universe. He becomes Kang the Conqueror, and like every part of the galaxy is owned by him and his army. So at this point, they find out there is one more corner of the galaxy planet that hasn't been conquered, and they're going to show up and just take names. So they do just that. And what they end up finding is that the ruler of said colony, the ruler's name is Ravana. That's the same name of the name that's the girl that's haunting him, so to speak. So the first thing he does is he sees her, and he's trying to win over her love. Guess what? He's like, you know what? We're not going to conquer you. We're going to become your allies. We're going to become merciful. I'm going to become a superhero and not do anything bad anymore. And then he changes all of his ways in an attempt to impress her. Because at the time, she sees him as a, dictator that's, totalitarian. And he's like, not about that life. It's a comic book story. And it's very, very interesting. I was following along, and I was like, yo, this is such a good story. So what ends up happening is that, dude, they fall in love. And then he remembers this exact situation, because he says, I remember my adult self talking about the situation, and he goes, and I know this guy is going to kill her, because this guy doesn't like the direction of where the conquering is going, and he is basically his right hand. So he goes, don't shoot her, and he's pointing a gun at his right hand. And the guy's like, okay, my bad. And then he doesn't shoot, right? So the girl's like, oh, how merciful. And then guess what? He smiles because of what she says, and in that split second, she gets shot by the right hand. And that guy kills her with that shot. And just like every other storyline before, she's killed. And just like every other situation before, she gets killed the moment they basically potentially have love forming. And in that moment, he snaps. He loses it. He completely snaps. And he remembers what his adult self said. He's like, I remember the situation. It was slightly different, but the same results. And he's like, when my old adult self had this happen to him in this specific timeline, he remembered that he took 50 years to mourn over her death. 50 years to mourn over her death. And dude, he was like, I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to be like my older self. What I'm going to do instead is I'm going to build the multiverse kingdom. And it's basically a spot of the universe that's touching the edges of all the multiverses so that he would have control over the time stream enhanced. He already has control over the time stream. He just wants to increase the power so that he has a lot more freedom. And his end goal ends up being that he's gonna put her life essence and soul and scatter it to every multiverse. What's that gonna do is he's gonna have infinite chances to encounter her. So he thinks that he's gonna have infinite chances to potentially have a life with her. Because in every life before that, she's always died. And they've never actually, got to enjoy each other's company, live with each other, love each other, whatever it might be. So because he's never had a chance and that's what he wants, he tries to create situations for himself so that he could potentially save her. They could do whatever it is. And guess what happens? There's like 100,000 tries. One of them they meet, she gets the plague and dies. One of them they meet, she doesn't like him and then slaps him across the face. One of them they meet, immediately gets shot. One of them they meet, it's always something bad happens, and it's either she doesn't like him, she rejects him, can't win him over, or win her over, or she gets killed. So at this point, he is not seeing what's actually happening, and instead he's like, all right, man, this one failed. I'm just gonna have to try again. And he thinks that he has infinite chances, right? It's like playing Super Mario World, getting to a level, and you can't beat it, but you think since you have unlimited lives, you'll beat it eventually. That's basically the thought process. Now, what actually happens is that he ends up meeting a version of herself that also gets time manipulation powers. So it's a lifeline where she grew up, lived, and then she got time control powers, just like he did. And in that, they had a battle. She basically told him that, no, I hate you and I will never love you. And the reason why is because when you took my dead body and scattered my soul across the multiverse, at that point, I stopped living. I stopped having a timeline that was meant for me. Instead, you put a version of me out there that was destined to meet you, and then we were never meant to be. So basically, she was mad at him for creating situations of them always meeting up and then her always dying in some way, shape, or form. And in that moment, she tries to make him understand, but guess what? He's like, okay, another failure, whatever. I'm just gonna kill her and then we'll try again. She goes, no, and destroys his time kingdom that's across the multiverse. And then when that happens, he falls through every universe in free fall, and he sees kind of like his life flash before his eyes, but it's not really that because he's not dying. So he goes through all that, and he realizes that it was him. That adult self was him. That everything he taught, everything that he did, he realized that since he was always after the love was always the reason why he failed. And he realized what he had done. So you know what he goes to do? He's like, you know what? I'm gonna outdo what my old self did. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna find my younger self and I'm gonna teach him all of these lessons, but I'm gonna teach him the right way. And it ends up being like, that was the loop. That was literally, we witnessed the loop. And what ends up happening is that It's the method of how it's being taught. He's trying to teach, his adult self is trying to teach his younger self all the lessons, all the things that he learned and experienced, not understanding that it doesn't convey the message that he wants. So he's trying to convey the message, don't fall in love. And when you do fall in love, you don't know why. And it's basically the reason why is because of her. Because she was always in his life, he was never able to become effectively the conqueror. And because he became obsessed with her, he was not able to really function and really become his full self. And when he sees that in himself and he tries to better himself from it, he doesn't understand that from the standpoint of where the kid is, he doesn't get the lesson. Because in order for you to not fall in love, you can't hate someone. Because if you only could have a shadow if light exists. Like, they're the opposites of the same coin, and it's that was basically the issue. And it was such a crazy story, because it was like him going back in time, talking to himself, and it was like learning about how that time space continued. Dude, it was insane. And there were just so many great scenes where it's like he's talking to himself, and it's like a father-son relationship where it's like, it's kind of like how when your dad grows up and teach the kids the lessons he's learned, not understanding that times have changed and it's a little bit different now. It was a great story, man. I'd recommend it if you guys have time. Check out Kang the Conqueror's story. Oh my god, I dude, that, like, I was reading that, having it explained to me, and listening to it, dude, it took so long to wrap my head around it. It took so long to, like, legitimately wrap my head around that. But it was great, man. I'm not gonna lie. It was great. Oh, Garvis, thank you for 21 months. I'm sorry about that, man. I was talking about the story. It was such a good story. But it was, dude, I learned a lot about, like, how time paradoxes work, and how it's like having that ability of just jumping through time, even though you have no other special ability, gives you so much, just because of how, like, time works. And then he was talking about things he couldn't do, things he could do, because of time paradoxes and have time break and things like that. It was crazy, man. And then it was like, it was just a great story, man. Just a great story. Sorry about the rant, you guys. Sorry about the rant. Hope you guys enjoyed the story. I apologize. We're still sealing this up, though. Still got some stuff to do. I probably don't need that. I would probably just do it like this. There's a big shadow right here still. We already know the story. It's better having, like, all the details, to be honest. And then there's another part of it too that I didn't really mention. There's other parts of it that's like other people start becoming a part of it, like Doctor Doom, things like that. And it's basically like, man, it's like how you know what will happen in your future will alter your future, kind of like that. It's like, I know that I'm going to be married with her. So then it's like, I talk to her like we're familiar. But then it's like, that's her first time meeting me. So now she thinks I'm a creep. So we never get married. But then it's like, and the other way around, if because I didn't know we get married, I just approach her like a normal person. And then, we hit it off. Like, that's literally like, kind of like what you kind of learn about a little bit better. Time paradoxes. The self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah. It's weird, and it's like you understand it, but like seeing it in action is kind of wild sometimes. Man, I'm gonna watch more comic books, man. There's such good story in comic books, such good writing, man. Feels weird, but I feel like, dude, it's so good, so good. All right, so we're here. We are live, boys. And we're almost done with the seal. Alright, so with the seal done, we're probably going to want to generate oxygen. We're probably going to want to do a lot of things. Let's grab insulated tile. One of the things I probably do want to do is I want to go through here. We're going to mine this dirt mass. I should just mine it out. I want to keep it there because it's cold. I could just break through this way, to be honest. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Since we sealed it up, we're just going to go up this way and we're going to climb through the water. I'll probably just ladder across, to be honest. Take the copper. I don't know if we're going to have a lot of metal. Alright. We have this here. We're going to have this here. We're going to find out how the water situation is going to be. And then we're probably going to build the spawn by the water. It makes a lot of sense. My favorite time travel stories in the vein of who really wrote Beethoven First paradox. I've never heard of that one. What's the time paradox with the Beethoven's symphony? I don't think I've ever heard that one. It's time for me to go to bed. Thank you for being here, Free Aussie. Thank you for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed the story. But hey, man, get that rest. Rest over is easy. I'm probably going to be wrapping up somewhat soon, too. Pretty much which came first, the chicken or the egg? Isn't it... Well, Isn't it the chicken? Because the chicken evolves from the dinosaurs. And then the chicken egg only happens after dinosaurs? Oh, but with time travel. Yeah. That's weird then. Because then it's like... Like the thing is that it was discovered in 1980 and then it was brought back to the 1600s. It's weird. I like novel omniscience reader's viewpoint. This guy is the only reader of a story published online. When the story is finished, the events of the book starts happening IRL. Oh, wow. That's an interesting story. That sounds pretty interesting. So he reads about what will happen, and then when the book finishes, it starts happening. Wow, that's pretty cool. But with the chicken and the egg is the egg that the chicken was hatched from considered a chicken egg or something else's egg? That's true. That's the thing, right? It's kind of like, is that at that point anthropology? Oh, Mama just jumped onto the bed. Mama's been doing that often. He will jump from his cat tree to the bed now. And he'll even do it when I'm on the bed. The little Mambas, man. Alright, so we got that. Next thing I want to grab is we have electrolyzer. I probably need the salinator tech. Once we get this, the tubes are going to be working. We're waiting for the heat to spread so that we don't have to worry about it too much. Parkour Mamba. Hardcore parkour, man. Hardcore parkour. Starvation? How? My boy Steve, how you starving, man? We got the calories. We got the calories. Alright, so we're going to want to go through this way, see what we have. I know this is salt water. I also know this is salt water and this is iron. But we only have like 3 geysers so far. We do need to find more of it. We're only on cycle 26 though, so we're still in the early stages of the game. Just really getting food. The O2 did drain by a lot. So building the oxygen is going to be pretty important, I think. And then it's also going to be maintaining the temperature. I'm probably going to want to use the submerged aqua tuner strat like I typically do. The problem is, well, I need cold water for that to realistically work. That's the thing about that. Let's go, let's go. No, on the classic, if you do classic start, what happens is you get unknown geysers. These are geysers that you have to actually find. Now, if you find it though, it reveals itself on that list, but until you find it, it doesn't show up. You know about the song You Go Back in Time? You pen the song, someone hears the song. If you consider that that means Beethoven probably was a time traveler, but he only knew it because he hears it and round and round, but someone had to pen it originally, so it's so far back in the loop, does it even matter anymore? It breaks causality and other things. See, the thing with that is that is purely a paradox with no rules. There was a lot of the rules explained, like you couldn't do things like in the King and Conqueror sense. They actually laid down the ground rules for how that works. Like, he was basically operating in a sense where he would never compromise his past self and always had a future for himself. That's basically how he lived his life. That every timeline has a king that tries to become a conqueror. So they set up like time rule paradoxes and things like that to try to, you know, make that more legit. But in something like that where you could kind of break causality and other things, that doesn't matter. Because it's like at that point that's just time traveling without any real rule set. And in a like fiction fantasy world, that's just like you just have no rules, so anything could happen, and there's not a lot of cool stuff that is really gonna be considered cool when it's like that. Because it's gonna be kind of like, oh, that's just a caveat. That's always gonna be always there. That's the problem with time paradoxes. Like, the moment it's introduced, it kind of either makes everything worse because of what it is, because it allows for more possibility, and the thing with that is that typically makes stories a lot worse. Maybe it's just in the storytelling aspect it's like that. That you should have a rule set for time traveling, I think. And at the same time, I know that sounds kind of weird. Rule set for time traveling? Should that even matter? Man, I can't go in here. Bring a power wire out, it's going to be a nightmare. And then we want to go into here. I have an idea. This is probably a bad idea, but it's an idea. We could try to tunnel under the ocean and then mine out space to drain the salt water down. Oh, the problem with that, though, is I can't breathe. Because we could try to mine it so that the salt water gets into the oil biome, and then we could cool it down. There's some fun to be had with both of them. The one with the rule set, I feel like would make for great story if it's done properly. The one without the rule set, that'd be kind of like... it'd be more for humor, I think. Kind of reminds me of the Terraria ocean. You gotta drain the ocean, boys. We could drain it into here. We could make an infinite pressure spill. Actually. That might be the play. Holy shit. We could do an infinite pressure spill. This probably might break. So it's probably going to be here. Like any story, it's up to the art to make it good, rules or not. Yeah, it's up to the author. Even with like good elements, they have to make it good. I agree with that. But I feel like when there's too many open ends and none of the ends are closed, I feel like it's a bad story, regardless of how good it is. Like if you just write things to put it there and then never use it, I feel like that's just bad writing. Which is why I feel like you need to have the rule set. And because you have too many open endings with the no rule set, that I think that it's always bad. That's kind of where my logic's coming from. Like I want to have closure, and having something like that means I don't have closure. I can't, just because of the nature of what it is. But my problem with it is that if it exists for everything. Right? And in that regard, it starts to become a problem. Because it's like, what you closed up as a possibility, like that's no longer a possibility, is opened back up again. For its own story, it's fine, but it starts to leak out into the other ones. Which is my problem with that concept. Alright, I think we take a dupe. This guy's a murderer, that's a farmer. I don't know about that. Noodle arms, but he's a builder. I don't know about that either. The suit words actually just do anything. Alright, we get the murderer. They're gonna be building for us. Wait, what does Quinn do? Oh, you're a rancher. Quinn will eventually ranch. Another thing is that, man, I feel like stories with a lot of time traveling ends up being a lot of talking. And I feel like because of that, you can't have it in a movie without people either not understanding it and then not really liking the movie, or it's so much talking that it makes it boring. I feel like a lot of the time travel stuff ends up needing to be like a series or something. Movies are not enough time to really like flesh it out. Alright, I really can't do anything right now, I guess. The salinator... We do want this. We got the insulated... No insulated pipes, we'll have to get that next. Iron vein. This is weird because it's like, I can't really do much right now, we're just exploring. Building weird ladder setups. I feel like draining would have been nice, though. This just takes forever to build this. Same problem. Sweeping the sedimentary. The concept is used in stories where they tell you the end of the story, but it's so twisted from the normal that they have to start over, and then the end of the story makes sense. Oh, like Memento. But I wouldn't call that time traveling. That's just kind of cinematography at that point. It's kind of like Scrubs, where they kind of come in and the guy is like falling down the stairs, and then it pauses and he goes, "Hey, you might be wondering how I got to this position." And then rewinds. That's what that sounds like. The Scrubs thing, would they do that? You might be wondering how I got into this position. That's the concept. Time travel just means more loops. Time travel is kind of overdone lately, IMO. I mean, yeah, ever since Doctor Strange. And then everything related to Doctor Strange and the 4 million possibilities. I feel like that sounds about right, man. Doctor Strange, man, just jumping through all the timelines. My man's eating. We got the ocean here. If you were to drain the ocean, wouldn't that thin out your remaining air? That's true. That would thin out my remaining amount of air. 100%. That is 100% true. I think, though, it might be necessary. I feel like I need to drain off the sand right here. I feel like I need to. Now, the thing is that we have a lot of algae. We actually don't have any algae at all. Holy shit. We have, like, no algae. Dude, I'm about to die. Alright, we gotta build. Boys, we're about to lose. Alright, man, we just gotta build. Bug life. Okay. So how do we want to do this? We could just grab this water and use this for hot water. Because this is salt water right here. It's 60 degrees underneath, so I'm actually fine to go down. It's just a little bit unbreathable at the moment. I do probably need to mine the algae though, so we'll do that. Right, we gotta do this. Just to make sure we have all the algae. Probably want to mine this out too. Alright, and I probably pull the hot water from here. Man, I want to pull it from here instead. Alright, so this is breathable. Okay. I'm thinking about putting algae right here. Let's try to monitor this. So what I want to do is mine the sand and let the salt water accumulate, and then we try to do salt water. Oh, I see what I could do. I see. How? Oh, this is pressurized. Ah, okay, okay. And then I could build tiles here, right? Yep, okay. So effectively, this is what I need. We need to basically put some insulated tiles here, and then we tap into this from the side. That makes so much more sense. Alright, so while we do that, I could build the other stuff. Would be cool to be able to grow algae in the water. That'd be cool too. It would be tight if hydroponics were actually like submerged in water growing plants like it is in real life and not just piped in, you know, planter boxes. I feel that's kind of weird, right? The planter boxes like that. Alright, I think as a result we have to go through this way because then we have to get to here. And then we have the salt water spill out. We'll create a container and then we'll have to do the design. Okay. So the oxygen is rather thin. We have a lot of oxalate in here, so while we're not able to breathe outside, we'll always be able to breathe inside. That should be fine. And then we want to try to tap into this. I need to bop the water weed. Feels bad. A lot of seeds in the sand. And then I'll probably have the spawn here, so the pipeline goes up. Okay, that's fine. I think that means I need this, right? So the logic with this is because I need to be able to run in underneath the spawn, but I want the spawn close. Building a spawn underwater doesn't really make sense, so I would have to need it there. Let's argue that's the case, right? And then we're gonna hydrogen generators. And then we need smart battery. Okay. So we have to have 3x4, right? chances are. And then that's gonna mean that it's gonna be like this. This is somewhat sizable, so let's look at that. This is a 14.8. That's a lot. This is like on the very top end. This is a lot of salt water. It's usually around 10, 12. 10, it's like lowest I've seen is like 8.8. So this is a lot. I could probably do 3 or 4. Let's do 4. Right? And then chances are it's going to be something like that. We want ladders here. That's typically how the build works. And then we have enough space for a pump. Oh. And we're out of igneous. Okay. So we need to start mining igneous. Where am I even finding igneous? Right here? Granite. Yeah, we have to mine this area. It's kind of weird. This is all sedimentary, all sediment. Igneous in here. And then in here. And then right here, I guess. Wouldn't be bad. Close by. The only thing is that we don't really, you know, can't get to there. I'll maybe get the ladder right here. So it's gotta be here. And then it extends out. I know, man. Get the dirt tiles. So much dirt in the world. All sedimentary. I just realized, man, there's no hatch. Oh, there's no hatch. Is this a hatch? Dude, I have no hatches. I could just feed hatches dirt. Like, literally. Oh, I have no hatches, dude. Dude, I need some hatches, man. I need to feed him some sedimentary or some dirt. Yo, man, where they at? Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna do 4, so that's 16. More or less, yeah. So 4 means 16, that goes up to here, and then we will need 2 tiles. Smart battery. Wait, was something made? Oh. Dude, the igneous goes away so fast. It probably doesn't matter what I build this out of. I'm out of minerals, man. Building all these ladders. Building all those ladders destroyed me. Well, looks like we're trimming. Doesn't matter what we're doing, we're trimming. So, here, here, here. So here, 2 tiles. I don't think we get that. We get this instead. Because of how this works. So these 4, potentially. And then, bam. No, this is a tile. So it's here. Yeah. And then we gotta build the aqua tutor on the side. That's gonna be fun. Baku farm? No, spawn. We gotta make a submerged spawn. Because our oxygen is getting kind of thin. It's kind of thin. It's getting kind of bad. But we're out of minerals. We gotta build. Gotta do all the things. But how are you, Kathy? Welcome on in. I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. The sedimentary rock here should be fine. I hope the poke shells don't get stuck. They're gonna get built inside the tiles. The breathability's kind of bad, though. Dude, is that Earth? I thought we're on Earth, dude. I thought we're on Earth. What's this? What the hell is this? If we're Earth, what is that? I was looking at the YouTube video, couldn't find one. You have to go to my YouTube channel, D-Mayor. And then you have to search through my channel. You want to look for no steel, no plastic aqua tuner. It's not actually called submerged. That might be the reasoning why. It's called the no steel, no plastic aqua tuner design. Hopefully that helps you out with finding it. Ooh, what's this? It's a room filled with nothing. We have another one of these. I wonder what that even means. What are these rooms? Cool, found it, thanks. Nice, nice. We have Paku here. It's not a lot, it's fine. More dirt, though. Alright, so we gotta seal that, and then we'll come through from this side. So the reasoning why we're adding this is that we're going to mine this out, but to prevent the pressure from breaking the tiles, I need a 3 thick layer so that we could use the space a little bit better. And then here is especially going to be a problem, just due to the fact that the sand's going to fall down, so we have to make sure we deal with this. Alright, we're probably gonna want the food. We want the food. The heat's creeping in. I think the meal lice is fine. All we need to worry about is gas pressure. Once we generate it, though, it's gonna be great. But we do need to generate it, though. Build this, leak this out, do the design. I probably want a couple of ladders here. We want this. We want that. We want the ladder. So this room is hydrogen. We're not going to need suits. The top will, though, because it's oxygen. I had a terrible time when my petroleum boiler backed up and the pressure started crushing tiles. Ooh, yeah. That's something to worry about with the petroleum boiler. It'd be like that, man. It's Earth too. Be careful the scam, man. Oh, they got Cthulhu with the scam. Feels bad. Feels bad. Feels bad. Alright, so we're going to be trying to include oxygen, boys. We were not wise. We believed a little bit too much of the Muffin Man. We do need to leave this here, though. I might want to grab the seeds. Like, the seeds here could be swept. Can we sweep the seeds here? Alright, and then we're going to save the Paku. He's stuck right now. After we grab the seeds, we're going to let him kind of live. Do we have the same... Oh, we don't have the secret tile. We'll grab mesh tile next. Should have put a layer of oxyfern on the crust. Oh, I see you over there. For the trees, right? They had a little bit, just not a lot. They had arbor trees instead of oxyfern, though. So how does water pressure work on normal tiles versus insulated versus airflow? Airflow does not get affected with water pressure just because airflow tiles are indestructible to it. Normal and insulated, it's the difference in mass is probably the best way to look at it. I don't have normal tile. Oh, no, I do. It's at the top of the map. So normal tiles has a mass of 200 kilograms. Insulated is double at 400. But the insulated tile in and of itself doesn't matter. It's the mass of the tile that does. So when you're calculating pressure, you're looking at two things. You're looking at mass of said tile. Well, it's a couple of things. So the first one is mass of said tile. If the tile is alone or touching another tile, because if it's touching another tile, it combines. And then after that, you're looking at hardness level. So hardness, thickness, and mass are your three things that determines whether or not it gets damaged or, you know, it withstands the damage or not. But yeah, those are your three things. Hopefully that makes sense. Speedy V, if you have any other questions about that specifically, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, airflows are indestructible. The other two, they actually have no real properties. But yeah, it's determined by the mass. The insulated properties are only for heat transfer. Otherwise, they both should be the same. Of course, if you don't know the hardness value, you have to find the natural resource igneous. Right here. Hardness of 25. And then dirt, hardness of 2. This is obsidian. Obsidian's strong, man. Obsidian at the 200 right here. Nearly impenetrable. Pretty strong, pretty strong. Alright, so that's gonna be a liquid lock, it looks like. There's no more igneous, feels bad. Had my insulated huge water tank start crumbling yesterday. Fun stuff. Oh man, that's tough. So if you want that to not happen, you want to make sure that the tiles, it doesn't matter what type you have, are at least 3 tiles thick. Now that's determined by the direction of the pressure. So if you have a normal water tank like this, your areas of where the pressure damage occurs is here. And here. So technically this tile doesn't really matter. Oh, you have a single tile. Yeah. If you have single tile, you should use airflow. Otherwise, you want 3 thick tiles so that they become indestructible. When tiles are 3 tiles thick, it doesn't matter what type of tiles. It could be different tiles. It could be natural and built tiles. They become indestructible. Just a heads up if you guys are curious about that. Dude, your rating is so long, man. Y'all need to hurry up. Gotta add more after work. Yeah, man. Don't let it break. Keep repairing. Keep repairing. Alright, so we need 4 tiles. And it's because I need a reservoir and then a pump. Yep. Gotta make it extra thick. That's just the way a Meteor likes it. Alright, 600. It's taking a while. I think we're okay. Just gonna have to burn some algae. Oh, the Paku's dead! Oh, and the Paku's alive! Circle of life. It died and it came back. Feels bad, boys. Alright, so we gotta get this layer right there. I don't know how this is gonna work now, be real. I guess I should do a layer here. No, man, it's Rebirth. That's the actual card name, dude. I played Yu-Gi-Oh! You can't get me with that. Dude, Radar Uwu. 3:39. 3:37. Man, it is late. You can't sleep. Hey, man, hopefully we can help. Yo, Radar, let me tell you this one time. I was staying up late. It was like 3 in the AM. And, dude, I was in college. Me and the homies were trying to stay up, study for the midterms. And what had happened was that we were like, hey man, we hungry. So we went to Subway. Subway's 24/7, right? So we went to Subway and we got a sub sandwich. We ate outside. It was weird. It was so dark. We were all alone. And it was the guy inside Subway just watching us eat outside in the patio. And then after we ate the Subway sandwich, my other roommate goes, hey man, there's a place that sells blueberry donuts. And instead of making it as a donut, the texture is like that of a cake. I was like, wait, hold up. No way. They're like, yep, it's a blueberry cake, but it's a donut. So we went to this place that was known for their blueberry donuts. And they opened by the time we got there at 5 in the morning. And then we went and we got the blueberry donut. Dude, it was amazing. Let me tell you that, man. It's like the soft moistness of a cake, but then the outside is crispy. And it was a glazed donut. And then there was the spots of the blueberries. Oh, so good. It was great, man. Sometimes staying up has its merits. 99% of the time, though, there's no merit. And of course, that has been an episode of They Don't Think It Be Like It Is. But it do. And it really do be like that sometimes. You just hate to see it. I don't think that helped you fall asleep, though. Radar Uwu feels bad. I don't think that helped you fall asleep. Feels bad. I once did the geekiest thing ever. I watched the Yu-Gi-Oh player explain the big battle in the game. And if those made sense. Oh, I've seen that before. Someone did a thing where they watched the anime. And they were like, that's not legal. That's not legal, dude. You can't do this on the card game. They're cheating. That's literally like, dude, they're cheating, man. You can't do that. It was funny, man. Because they're like, dude, you can't do it. What the hell? You can't just summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon on turn 1 when you start the battle first turn. Like, what the hell is that? You gotta sack something to summon that. Dude, that's a X star. Like, dude, you gotta sacrifice some 4 stars for that. And it was some meme stuff like that. And then you know what happened? They came out with a card game online with the, you know, the Yu-Gi-Oh card game. And someone made a deck that did exactly that. Summon the Blue Eyes White Dragon turn 1 with a combination of spell cards and stuff. Discard this from your hand. If that card is a Blue Eyes, play it this turn. You know, combination of spell cards like that, special summon. And then turn 2, you know, someone draws Exodia, Pot of Greed, you know? Does the Yu-Gi-Oh thing, first episode. Seen that before, man. Someone did that legit. They recreated the first episode, and I thought that was kind of impressive. Doing alright, though. Doing alright. I'm getting hungry. My bad. My bad. You know what you could have? You could have some sleep for dinner. Radar Uwu. Hopefully that helps you go to sleep. Card games could be fun. I played a lot of Magic the Gathering. Those turn 1, turn 2, I win combos are real. Dude, I used to play combo decks. Man. Almekior, you know what deck I used to play? I used to play Izet, Nivek, Cyclops. I still have some of the cards. I have that, man. You know what that is? Do you know what deck that is? That is the combo deck of all combo decks. I don't even know that card. Nivek Cyclops, 1/4 defender. It is Izet, so that's red blue. And you know what type of card red blue cards are, right? So his special ability is every time you play a sorcery or instant cast spell, gain +3/+0 and lose defender. So you could swing. Now the problem is that red blue has easy 1 mana burn cards. Bolts, 2 damage, 1 red. Yep. So you just burn them, and then you get to like +15, and you just swing and win. And then you run cards that give you unblockable. So blue has a card that gives you unblockable. Red gives you double strike. So you could easily do a turn 3 victory. No, turn 4, because it's 3 mana costs. 1 red, 1 blue, 1 colorless. And I used to play that deck. It was so good. Now, of course, you know, if your opponent has removal, you get wrecked. You have to have your opponent tap out on mana so that you can't counter you. And then, you know, you have to make sure it survives the turn so you get the swing. Oh, you play Artifact? I hate Artifact, man. Hate that stuff. You play red? Oh, you play green black? Oh, I hate that, man. I used to have a super meme green black deck. And you know what I played? I played mushrooms. Oh, it was the ultimate meme deck, dude. It was the ultimate meme deck. There was a card that every time you cast a certain color of spell, gain 1 mushroom sporling. And then they had another thing where every time you summon a mushroom sporling, summon a second one. And then they had another thing where you could sacrifice 1 sporling and gain 2 health. So what I would do is I would get that out, and I would get so many tokens. And then every time you attack, I would block with 1 sporling. And then when it's on the last phase, where it's the damage phase, I sack the sporling, and I gain 2 health. So the thing is that you couldn't swing effectively unless you had trample. I used to play that, and I would brick wall everyone, and they would just be like, "What the fuck is this?" And then I ran the green black archer. That every time a unit dies, your opponent takes 2 damage directly. So I don't attack. I literally build up sporlings, and when you kill a sporling, you take 2 damage. It was the stupidest deck because I would just brick wall everyone. Oh, you're swinging? Oh, you have death touch? That doesn't matter. And then I would just tank it, sack the sporling, gain 2 health, and they're like, there's no attack animation. They're like, what the hell is this? It was the funniest thing. Turn 1 discard, turn 2 dark ritual necromancy on that card. Get all spirits in my deck. Patriarch binding, all spirits go from graveyard to the field. Oh, dude, you know who played that deck? I had a calculus teacher in high school, and dude, it was gross. He played that, and he had like 15 artifacts turn 3, and I was like, what the fuck am I playing against? What the fuck is this, dude? Why does he have so many colorless cards on the field? It's turn 3, dude. It was wild. Yeah, those decks were disgusting. Legit, my man. I have one more for you. It is PTSD. That's an abbreviation, man. That's close to a word. It's multiple words. But I see you over there. I don't play Magic anymore, man. I hate playing Magic because everyone just plays Control, and then I can't play my meme decks, and then I, as a result, have to play Control. I freaking hate that stuff. Oh, Sliver. Oh, those decks were gross. Sliver decks were gross, man. They were such meme decks. Oh, you have a $125 card. Hey. Black Lotus? Nah? Yeah? You got a Black Lotus, man? Dude. Man, not gonna lie, man. The only time I ever see Sliver decks work are in Friday Night Magic. Because it's like, ah, shit, it's Sliver. There's no synergy, but it's like it matches my color. It is what it is. I remember one time I was at Friday Night Magic and I got Jace when I opened up the first pack. And I pulled Jace. And then the first game, I got Jace out on turn 3. And this is Friday Night Magic. The decks are only like 30 cards big. Right? So it's like mill 10 cards. And he's like, dude, I give up. I lost. It was the funniest thing, man. Oh, God. I get Jace. He's like, I can't remove that. Hey, I lose. Next game, let's go. Dude, Jace on Friday Night Magic was such a meme because he's such a low drop, right? 2, 3 mana, depending on which version you have, and it's just mill, and you win. Scroll Rack, Demonic Tutor, and Talarian Academy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too familiar with that, man. I'm not too familiar with those cards. I'm gonna be real. Unless I play that color, I don't know a lot of the colors from the deck. I'm gonna be real. I ended up playing Mono Blue because I freaking hated all control decks. So I played Mono Blue control. Basically everyone's flying. It was the ultimate meme. Yeah, dude, you know how mad I get when I'm playing my combo deck and then you counter it. I'm just like, you know what, man? I don't give a damn. I'm just gonna play Mono Blue, swing 20 turns with a 1/1 flyer. It's great, man. It's like, oh, I can't block flying. Yep, 1 damage. My turn. All right, counter. All right, untap. 1 damage. It'd be like that, man. It'd be like that. My friend played Blue White. Nearly ended the friendship, dude. At least no one played. Did you guys play? Oh, Blue White sucks. That was the board removal color, dude. Fuck that, dude. The 3 mana board white. Ooh, that thing was gross. The white blue colorless. I hated that, dude. I hated that. That's why I hated playing against control, and I would play Mono Blue immediately after, for that exact reason. For that exact reason. And dude, I played when they had 1 mana counterspell. Dude, that was the ultimate meme. Counter this spell unless your opponent pays 1 more. Oh, you're tapped out? 1 mana counter. I'm in. And then when I got mad that I couldn't play any other deck other than blue, I would play mono blue. What do you call that? Tidecaller? Murlocs? I forget what that was. But there was a Merfolk. Yeah, there was the Merfolk deck. It was really good because one of them was you could tap this unit and then it counters a spell. And it was a blue Merfolk creature. I forgot how that worked. There was another one that is like, if you have another Merfolk active, draw 2 cards. That was really strong. And then a lot of the other ones were every Merfolk already on the battlefield gain +1/+1 counter. But then it was a 2-drop that was unblockable. Yeah, and then you run the Merfolk Wizard. That was the best one, the Merfolk Wizard. That's what I ran. So it was like half aggro, half control, just so that I could, have faster games. That was a long time ago, man. Playing the Magic. I don't play it anymore, man, just because of how I hate the matchups. It just became too control heavy, and I just stopped playing. Dude, I used to run Tribal Dinosaurs. That was one of my favorite decks. It was ridiculous. Dude. I played Tribal Dinosaurs, man, and the dinosaurs were so freaking strong. Demonic Tutor, 1 black colorless, search deck for 1 card and put it. Oh, dude, that's OP. What the hell? You get a fishing card, 2 mana. That's really good. Dude, if you want to play my dinosaur deck, I just gotta look for my account. I have it made. But dude, I body you, dude. My dinosaur deck is stupid strong. You let me ramp up? Oh, it's over. You can't win. And dude, I played the dude. I played Geisha, man. Do you know what Geisha is? Geisha is 7/7 haste trample. Every individual damage point that does direct damage to the enemy's health, draw 1 card. If it's a dinosaur, immediately put it on the field. This triggers their battle cry. It was so stupid strong. If I get turn 7 Geisha out and I get one of my giant dinosaurs, it was over. I had the dinosaur that is 9 drop. Every time you summon a dinosaur, gain 5 health. And if I drew that along with Geisha, all the other dinosaurs get triggered because it all gets drawn at the same time. It was so stupid. So I would immediately get 20 health if I draw 4 dinosaurs. There was another dinosaur that I had was 12/12 white. It was indestructible, double strike, first strike, and it had 4 basically of the modifiers: trample, double strike, first strike, invulnerable, or something like that, where you can't get destroyed and you could only get removed. I had another dinosaur that was a 14 drop that was triple color, red, green, white, and it had 3 abilities, each 3 mana, and it was like 2 colorless, 1 red, 2 colorless, 1 green, or 2 colorless, 1 white. And it had different things: heal, deal direct damage to a monster. It was so strong. You played Magic when I stopped playing. Yeah, more or less, yeah. By the way, if you want to laugh, you know the card to Tolarian Academy I mentioned earlier? Tap 1 to gain 1 blue mana per artifact. What? What the hell? Oh, yeah. Dude, I hated that stuff. But it's a legendary land. That's fine. That's fine. How much did it cost to play that? I've seen some of those cards before. The freaking legendary lands like that. Those land cards are really good though. Oh, I see. But it doesn't give you any does it give you any land? Like, does it fulfill 1 colorless if you tap it? Or is it only the ability? Oh, you had a way to untap the land, so you tap it twice. And that's an elf deck then. If you untap your land. No, you tap it to gain mana. Okay. So you ran the elf deck then, right? I remember there was an elf deck that allows you to untap your mana like that. Untap your lands. Did you do the... No, it's 100% artifact. Okay, so you didn't do the time warp thing where you take your turn twice. Do you know there's a deck like that now? It's so stupid. There's a troll deck that's blue, and what it is, it's self-mill. And then at a certain point of the game, you only have, like, I think it's 15 cards. But those 15 cards basically cycle indefinitely. And it's never your opponent's turn anymore. It was the stupidest deck. So there's a card that's... play this card, sorcery. At the end of your turn, take another turn. Your opponent does not get a turn. And you basically end your turn, you start your turn over. Now the problem is that there is another card that puts that back in your deck. So if your deck is only X amount of cards, you would always draw that every turn. And they would basically do that infinitely, and they'll be able to do direct damage to you, and you couldn't stop it because you're tapped out at that point or something. If it doesn't work, they'll do it on the next turn after you counter it on this turn. And it effectively just made it so that you couldn't play anymore. I hated that, man. I think that was the reason why I quit the game. It's, like, some of the cards got ridiculous. Self-mill blue-black. And then it takes infinite turns. You just had to take a long time to set it up, and you just have to survive until then. I hated that. I remember that, though. I played mono blue against that and still lost. That was the stupidest thing. I played mono blue against that and still lost. Oh, you cannot lose the game, but the opponent cannot win. Oh, I hate those cards. I've seen those before, man. That's such a niche, like, situation. It's such a niche situation, man, to be real. I hate those cards, though. Man, Magic is too open for its own good. It really is. There's just too much freedom, man. That sounds so weird. There's too much freedom. There's so much. I think at the same time, that's why I don't think there will ever be a better card game than Magic. There's just so much mechanics to it that are so nice and unique. It was easier before. Oh man, I want to believe that, man. Now they have so many keywords now, it breaks my brain. Yeah, there's so many weird mechanics. I remember that, I remember that. I think we take the sandstone, because we don't actually have a lot. Man, talking about all this Magic makes me want to play again, but I know that it's better that I don't. I gotta resist, boys. I gotta resist. Alright, so it looks like there's so much oxygen here that it's actually going to take us a good amount of time for us to reduce the amount of oxygen from here. Now, the problem is that I know with the one algae diffuser, I should be negative on oxygen. But I think we'll have enough time to build this out. Don't do it. My friend of mine got me a bit back and I regret it. Yep, just like WoW, dude. You will always regret it. Just like WoW. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Regret every time I went back, man. When the homies were like, dude, we gotta play again, dude. We're gonna raid. We're gonna do all the things. It's gonna be sweet. And I was like, hell yeah. And then it was like, nah, man, everyone quit. And I was like, man, what the hell is this? Dude, what are you guys doing? What are we grabbing from here? Oh my god. She's gonna suffocate. Oh, is that why we can't do this? It's because of the eye. Oh, the salt water bops her eyes. I might actually just have to open this, huh? Oh, am I out of sedimentary? I can't stop her from doing this, though. I actually can't stop her from doing this. Oh, crap. She's gonna be infinitely looped. Yep, can't do anything about that. She's just gonna have to tank it out. She keeps going in. Just get out, man. What are you doing? Alright, everything there is compromised. We're gonna use granite. Dude, she keeps looping like that. It's so bad. Oh, I can't reach that. Okay. I'll be fine, though. Alright guys, I think this is going to be a great spot for us to wrap things up for the night. Sorry about the late rants at the very end of stream today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed some of the stories. I don't know about the Magic though. Hopefully you guys enjoy the Magic the Gathering as well. But guys, it's going to be time for me to wrap things up for the night. So let's get that saving.